Please hit subscribe if you like this video.
DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself. Today on DIY with Chris.
Hey DIY fam, today we're going to be doing an initial video review and unboxing of this Ryobi brushless string trimmer following the 40 volt system here. So I'm going to be going over our product review template to cover the basic details, and we'll go ahead and get it open and show you everything that's included inside and cover a little bit of why we chose this one over a different version. So first thing starting off with, again, this is the Ryobi 40 volt brushless electric string trimmer. The price, original MSRP price is $179. That is what it is over at Home Depot that we purchased it for. You can find it on Amazon for $163.99. So you can save a little bit of money there. And then if you have Prime, you can get free shipping as well. So you do have the opportunity to save some money off of Amazon. The seller that we bought it from, again, was Home Depot. Some additional things that you can get with it is the Ryobi Real Easy Pivoting Fixed Line for $12.97, which is this string line that we got. And then they also have the .095, which is the same size as this pre-cut trimmer line for $15. That'll come with 5 different trim lines. We did not get that, but it is available. And then also Ryobi replacement fixed blades for $6.97, which this comes with a few of the blades already in the kit. So I didn't buy any of those, but replacements for all of those items are very easy and overall pretty cheap. Basic description for this is, as it is listed on Home Depot, is leave the hassle of measuring and cutting trimmer line behind with a Ryobi pre-cut trimmer line. This trimmer line is pre-measured and pre-cut for quick and convenient reloads. You're going to be paying for that, but it is convenient. The marked center indentation eliminates guesswork from resulting in faster and more accurate reloads. The durable .095 inch heavy-duty spiral co-extruded line is designed to fit all brands of bump feed heads. Sizing specs on this, what was listed is the length of 35.7 inches, the width of 8.3, height of 6.8 inches, and weight of 13.37 pounds. The color is the black and then the Ryobi lime green. Ratings for this product here on Amazon was a 4.3 star rating, average from 62 reviews. Not that many. I tried to look around for a different seller that had more, but I couldn't find one right off. So only 62 reviews with a 4.3 average. However, on Home Depot, which is where I researched it, was a 4.7 star rating, average from 1,452 reviews. And I have both of those links available to the products that you'll be able to see in the description of this video. 1-star reviews talked most often about battery failures. So either the lifetime of the battery overall was a bad thing, the length of the time that you can actually be running the trimmer being quickly degraded, and then also the batteries not charging. So those were the most common 1-star reviews. In addition to the batteries, was the distress for left-handed users, not very capable, or ambidextrous for both right and left-handed users. It's very inconvenient for left-handed. But there's supposed to be a neutral kit that is available that you can buy for it. I didn't look very much into that because that didn't apply to me, but from what I read, there was a neutral kit there. And then also the off-kilter balance. It's not as balanced as the other brush motor and previous versions were, but those are the most of the 1-star reviews. Overall, not very bad. So as long as you get a good battery and the system works that way, then you're doing pretty well. The contents for this package that it says has the expanded string trimmer itself. The expanded system allows you to use the same motor and initial hand feed and pull, and then you can connect in new attachments. So this one has the string trimmer attachment, but you can also get several other items that connect into this same base and uses the same motor. So it saves you a lot of money that way. If instead of buying a whole new tool, if you're just getting the expanded ones, probably not as good as the full version if you're buying it, but if you're just on a small little bit of land and you're doing some home maintenance, it's probably worth it overall. The 40-volt lithium-ion battery and charger, bump feed head for easy reloads, bladed head with heavy-duty serrated blades, fixed line head, 0.095 line, and then the instructions that are in there. The warranty for this product is a 5-year limited warranty with available extended warranty options from sellers. When we purchased it from Home Depot, we got a 2-year extended option, which was about $26 overall. Some of those features, some of the warranty features start immediately, but a lot of them kick in after the manufacturer's warranty ends. Some other notes to keep in mind are there is a cheaper option of this string trimmer available with a brushed motor. That one is only $139. The big difference is, and why we chose to go with this one, is a lot of power tools are moving to the brushless motor. Overall, my understanding of that is you're going to have a lot more power that is coming with a brushless. The lifetime of the motor is going to last a lot longer, and the time of use for the tool using that battery is going to be greatly extended by using a brushless motor. So this version also doesn't include the multi-capable trimmer head that we have on this one, available to run both strings and blades. So this one comes with a brushless, plus it has the different head on it that allows you to run both string and blades in it. That was something that you can purchase separately, but that was $30 all by itself. So something else to keep in mind there. There is also the tool-only option available, which would drive this price down. I forget what that price was, but you can get the tool option only available and purchase that if you already have the battery system. So we'll go ahead and get started with the unboxing portion, and then we'll show you some more use of this at the end. Another big reason that we chose to go with the Ryobi system is overall they're very well rated, and they have a pretty large system that works off of the 40-volt battery. Overall packed in there pretty good. Alright, so we'll start with, this is the top portion of your expanded system that has the brushless motor. So this is the motor portion here. This does have a safety switch, so you're going to have to pull this down. The cheaper version has a safety switch that's up top that you just have to push your hand in place, and then you can pull. But again, if I don't pull this safety back, then I can't trip the trigger. So this one is kind of nice, a little bit easier to use. You don't have to put that pressure up there. So just pull it back, and then that allows me to depress the trigger, and it works pretty good. So 40-volt brushless portion. The expanded attachment capable, so this is the top portion that has the motor. We'll plug in the battery right here, and then the expanded system allows for different attachments to be placed down here. I know some of the ones that we're looking at and are very interested of including on here is this one comes with a string trimmer set. There is a pole saw version so that we can use it on our trees. There is a blower, there is a brush cutter attachment, and then several other ones that I'm not aware of right off, but several different capabilities to just attach in the end and use the same power source, so that is a convenience. We have the actual string trimmer head right here, so this is what it's talking about, the bump feed system, and this already has the line in it. Looks like it has the lock and unlock options on the head right here, and that pops right off. So this is the head for the individual string trim pieces. Let's see in this one right here, we have a different head that we can put on there, which I am very likely going to use. This head allows you to feed your serrated blades that came with the kit. So it has one for both sides there. And then you can lock that in place as well. And then this kit does also come with additional string, and this is the Easy Load system, which has a patent. And then we have the guard available there, along with the instructions and some warranty info. And then we have the battery charger here. So the cable will plug in right here, and then we can hook up to our battery. The handle here, one thing that I do greatly dislike about the Ryobi 40 volt system is if you try and buy this battery all by itself, it's about $140. So for me to pay for the cheaper version of this that also comes with a battery, $139 for that string trimmer, which comes with a battery, yet I'm paying the same price for a battery just by itself. So that is a terribly annoying portion of this system. And we plug right in, we'll get that charging. And that's all there is to the kit. We'll go ahead and start assembly. For the Expand It system, you just feed right in. So there's a shaft that goes down that and then through. So just have to feed this into the shaft carefully. So just feed it in and lock that portion there, and then make sure that this is loose when you're feeding it. Rotate it until the clicking stops and you're locked in for that. The battery, let's see if it has any juice in it right now. Battery goes on the back there again, and it also has here a high and a low setting. See if there's any juice, so safety. And there's a little bit of juice right out of the box. So safety, and it goes in. But yeah, the high-low settings. We'll go ahead and take the battery out here. In order to release the battery, you just have to depress on this button here. Something else that we can do is if you click this button here, it tells you how much charge is left on your battery. So it's good to know how much charge is left instead of having to guess. We'll get that charged up. The safety piece here. Comes with a Phillips screw, or a flathead screw tip actually. So this side has a little tab. That tab feeds into a little space. This is over here, so there's a little hole. Feed it into the tab, and then we can start screwing in. Some of the versions that Ryobi has for their string trimmers also come with an edging option. Next thing we're going to work on here is putting the handle on. This, I imagine, is probably the biggest reason that left-handers don't like it. But here we just have a wing nut and then a little clasping bar here. And there's actually a little label here that says attachment capable and handle position right above that. The groove here, the channel that the handle is supposed to be in, does put it at a slight angle. We put it right there. Again, there is a little hook there that needs to go into a hole on this furthest side, and then the clasp comes down over. So there's the little ledge that's on this end goes into a hole in the handle, and then the clasp comes down over, and then we put our wing nut back on. So very easy installation. And that fortunately allows you to slide your handle up and down the rail as needed. So we'll go ahead and flip it over here. Probably have mine on the side like this here. We can turn it as we see fit after we get going. Our battery has finished charging, so we can go out and show you how it's working here in a minute. The other things to just show though is we do have a cap, so if we decide that we don't want to use this expanded attachment at the moment, you can just put your cap back on the end to keep it safe. Control the drive shaft that's going down. And also, the only thing we did off the video so far is we changed out our bump stop head. It's a very easy process. We replaced it with the this particular head that's here can actually run both string and the saw blades that comes with it. You'll see here that it has a lock and an unlock. It has two of them, one on each side. So we're going to go ahead and move to the unlock here. There's the nice spring there. And then for the installation, or for the switch to this head, it's just putting both of these posts into the arrowed pieces right here. So those posts feed into the arrows. And then you shift it over to lock position, and that's what locks those blades in. And same thing for this. You'll see there's an arrow here and an arrow here. You just feed them into the same spots, and you twist it to lock it, and it's good to go. I'm gonna go, we'll start with this string trimmer here. One more thing that we noticed is that right here on this trimmer cover, protective, it was covered with tape because it is actually fairly sharp, and what that's going to do is allow for the string as we get going. So it's probably going to cut off just a little bit here to make sure that you're not overstepping the amount of string that needs to come out. So it's going to cut it if your string is too long as it's rotating. So that is a good feature. And that's really all there is to it. This little piece right here, so we'll show you the string portion of this head. So I'll take off the blade. You can see the two little channels. So I'm going to feed one end in one because it has that center bar right there in the middle, one end in the other. Then I'm going to rotate this and pull out the other side. And I'm going to pull all the way through, and now I have the string on my trimmer there. And then same thing to get it out, we'll just push it the opposite way. So that battery charged in somewhere within the 2.5 hour mark. Most of the stuff that I saw usually says about 2 hours and it will charge. So let's go out and give you a demo. Beware if you are using this, please use the proper safety gear. I'm not going to at this time, but that's disclaimer for y'all using this tool or any other of the expanded tools. We're going to start here by the shop. We have some of the local blackberry vines that are growing up and then some taller grass. I'll show you how it works here. So I'll go ahead and switch it to high, and I'll keep it on low. We have a thistle here, so it's a little bit thicker, and then some of the ferns, so I'll hit this area on low, see how it handles it, switch it to high, and then we'll move over to the blade. I definitely feel it lagging, taking more time to cut through it, but it is still doing a pretty good job. I'm imagining my battery is definitely going to drain quicker, so I'll go ahead and switch to high, and you can see the difference here. I still have a couple more thistle stalks here and then the ferns to burn through. Most of what I've read has said that this battery should last about an hour of use. Having it on the high setting there burnt through those stalks much quicker, much heavier, or much quicker with ease. We also had some of the tree saplings here that we came through here at the end, and it was doing just fine. So I'll go ahead and switch over to the blade attachment. I'll move a little bit further out. If I'm actually going to continue using this for a larger area, then for sure I'm going to want to have some eye pro on. A face shield would be highly desirable for this because it definitely has enough power to move everything around accordingly. Let me swap out heads real quick and we'll give you another demo. We've swapped out the heads. I have the blade head on here right now. I've also swapped back to a low speed, and we're going to start cutting this down, and I'll move to a high speed and let you know how it goes. Right off, I'm feeling a lot of binding and slowing. These taller ones that are starting to come down, they're wrapping around the base of the blades there, and so it's starting to bind a little bit. We'll go ahead and move it to high, see if that makes any difference. I don't see it having a problem, or I don't feel it having a problem cutting anything down. It's more so the length of the stalks there wrapping around that I believe is causing the the binding that I'm experiencing. So you can see in real time how quickly this is able to cut through everything. On the high setting, I don't feel near as much resistance as opposed to the low with the blades. I am still noticing that in larger clumps, it's having a hard time pushing it out of the way. So if you don't let it get quite as tall, it's going to do really good for that. All of this low stuff, it was having no problem with at all. But again, you can see just in a few minutes, I've been able to take this entire section plus what was over there by my shop, and so you can clear out a pretty decent sized area very quickly with this tool. Let's look at the battery life here. It says that I'm down to 3 of the 4 bars, but again, I believe that a lot of that's going to be because I'm cutting through some very thick stuff that's binding it and slowing it down. So I'm going to anticipate it burning through a little bit more battery power right off. Once we get more into a maintenance phase where I'm not having to cut down some of the stalks that are about 3-4 feet high, then I'm sure that's going to last a whole lot longer at that point. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll do my absolute best to answer them. If other people have questions in the comments and you know the answers, I haven't got to it, please feel free to go ahead and answer those. If you've noticed something that I left out or just want to comment on some other instructions, because I'm not a pro by any means. I just do my best to provide you the information that I have for any of the projects that I'm doing or for the reviews that I conduct. So if you have different information that I do, or if I put out something that's wrong, please feel free to go ahead and leave something on there so that we can have the best information available for everybody. I appreciate everything that you're doing. Please hit subscribe if you like this video and continue watching for more that we have available. If you guys have used the Expandit system and have used any of the other attachments that we talked about before or know about any others, please leave that in the comments as well. We'll try and test them out as soon as we possibly can. Other than that, I hope this helped you guys out, and have a great day, DIY team.
DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself. Today on DIY with Chris.